All right.
Okay, so how do you know when you've done something or you've hit a wall or just like you're in so deep that you need to change? Where you're like, yeah, I'm way out of my depth.
What I would say is if you've hit a wall or you're in so deep, you absolutely need to stay right where you are. Seriously. Because what that means is this is a moment where whatever the amazing stuff that happens in a human life, that's when it takes place. When you have hit a wall and you think you can't move on from wherever it is, or you can't move on like this, or whatever song lyric you want to put into that place. When you have smacked into the bottom, when you've hit bottom, whatever that is, you absolutely need to stay right where you are. That's incredibly important because every bone in your body says, listen, this is a disaster of epic proportions. I can't, like you were saying, I can't go on like this. But that's what happens is stay right where you are. That's not the time to run. It's not the time to turn around and go the other way. It's not the time to protect your peace or whatever it is. That's the time to stay right where you are, because whatever life's about to help you learn, it's going to be one of the most amazing things in your life. If you truly have hit the wall or you've truly run into the bottom, Jesus, that's where the magic is. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Take a breath and hang on. Do not ever turn around and bolt. Now, I'm not saying that, because what life's trying to do is it's trying to tell you some shit needs to change, right? But if you turn around, like whatever your bad behavior is, you've turned your life into some kind of dumpster fire. Bam, you smack it in the bottom. You could turn around at that point and back out of that and be like, well, okay, I got to get out of here. And then you go distract yourself, go do something else, whatever. But you never actually dealt with this thing. You never learned from it. You never actually emotionally leveled and owned whatever that was. Because that impetus we have to get out of there when it's like that, what that is that's actually a kind of avoidance. It's us saying, listen, there's a hard lesson coming and I don't want to learn it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Whatever's about to happen is going to be real uncomfortable. But again, that's actually life telling you that this is where something important's coming, man. Buckle up, hang on, you're going to be good. But instead we'll try to deflect or distract or deny or whatever to get ourselves out of actually having to surrender into whatever that is. Because that's where the learning is. When you've hit the bottom, you got to surrender into the bottom. When you've hit the wall, you got to surrender into the wall and stay right where you are. And that's where amazing stuff happens. It's exactly the opposite of what our instincts tell us to do. Does that make any, really? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's just
it's hard. It's hard to hear too, because you're like, well, who would? It feels like you're putting your hand in a meat grinder. That's what it feels like.
Yes.
In some cases, it's like, okay, I could stay here and just mangle myself, but the hard truth of that is that's exactly what you need to do, and realize, have faith in the idea that you will come out the other side better than you went in. That's the magic part I was telling you about. No matter how ugly it might seem, you're going to come out the other end better than you went in.